All right, this is the last video for Station 1. Just make sure again that you're on the right worksheet. You should be on homework 3 here on 1 and 2 step equations. So number 1 says, which of the following is a solution? Solution's a big fancy word for answer to this equation. So we have -2/5 x equals 10. Now you can do this a long way, and the long way would literally be taking each of these answer solutions here and plugging them in for x to see if you get the answer of 10. Or you can just solve for x. And what we're going to do there is we're going to say -2/5 x equals 10. Now these are being multiplied because -2/5 is a coefficient, so we're going to do the opposite of multiplication and we're going to divide each side by -2/5. These are going to cancel on this side, bringing down your x. And we're going to bring down the 10. We're going to change the division to a multiplication, and we're going to take the reciprocal here, or the flip of this fraction, which is 5/2. You want to check your diagonals to see if anything can divide. And I can see that 2 can divide into 10 5 times, and so I'm left with 5 times 5. So x equals a positive 25. Well, not really, because I forgot my negative here. Negative, so it's actually a -25. But as you notice, they have that option there, so be careful. All right, number 2. We have 3 minus 4y equals 19. Now I want to get rid of my constant first, and my constant in this case is the 3. It's a positive 3, so I'm going to take its opposite. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And I'm going to bring down my coefficient of -4y. And I have 19 take away 3 gives me 16. Now at this point, a lot of you can look at this and go -4 times what gives me 16 and solve it. But if not, you would just divide out the 4. In this case, y equals -4, which is D. All right, let's look at number 3. Now, one thing you won't see on your paper is I did not do 9 and 10 on your paper. Your paper stops at number 8. So I'm only going to do 2 more, and then the rest are on you guys. So instead of doing number 3, I'm going to jump to number 4 because this one has the fraction involved and we're still learning how to deal with those. So my constant in this case is a 6. It's a positive 6. So I'm going to take the opposite of it and I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. I'm going to drop down my c minus 9 equals 14 take away 6 is 8. Now I want to get the c by itself, and it's being divided by this -9, so the opposite of division is to multiply. So I'm going to multiply each side by -9, and I do this so I can isolate the variable because -9 goes into -9 one time. Basically, they cancel. So my answer so far is going to be C equals, and then 8 times -9 is a -72. All right, the last one I'm going to do is number 8. So number 8, my constant here is a -2, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Those are going to cancel. I'm going to get 1/5. X equals 6. Now, in this case, since my numerator is a 1, I don't really need to divide the whole 1/5 because if I can get rid of the denominator, then I've already done that. So it's a shorter and faster way of doing this. So I'm going to multiply out the 5 only. And that'll get rid of my denominators, leaving me with 1x, which is just x. And then 6 times 5 is 30. All right, so this finishes all 3 videos for Station 1. Make sure that you go back and fill in any that you have not completed.